Don't forget that this Sunday we've got a huge event to look forward to as we hold our inaugural all-time juniors reunion. It's a big family day at Summer Street with past players of all generations in attendance. Former juniors are encouraged to get in touch with old teammates to spread the word, while those wanting more information, please contact the number on the poster. Knights TV is brought to you by BMW Electrical, UG Mains, Data and Comms, and Security. Melbourne Knights and South Melbourne met at Summer Street on Sunday in what would be the final instalment of the Melbourne Derby of the regular 2015 season. A potential meeting in the final series is still a possibility, but with the Knights squandering leads in all three previous meetings this year, bragging rights were all to play for in the Round 21 PS4 NPL clash at Knights Stadium. To Team News, the Knights head coach Andrew Marth made just the one change to his previous squad that drew with Bentley Greens 1-1 midweek on Wednesday. Chris Talajic dropped to the bench in favour of Josh Brekalo, who seems to have fully recovered from an injury which had him sidelined for the past few weeks. Rodrigo Covarrubias also featured in the starting 11 for the second consecutive game and will be hoping to secure this spot in the weeks to come. For the visitors, and South Melbourne head coach Chris Taylor kept all but one player from his previous lineup to face the Knights on Sunday. Nick Epifano, who scored in a brace against Marth's men in the previous encounter, was promoted after not playing in South's midweek game against Gully. Making way for Epifano was David Sturton, who dropped to the bench, a bench which also featured a player to be wary of, former Adelaide United player Jake Parker-Daish. With other NPL fixtures on the same day being cancelled, South Melbourne got the ball rolling in very wet conditions at Knights Stadium and quickly started their attack on the Knights' goal. 13 minutes in, and South fashioned their first real chance of the encounter when Milos Lujic attempted a low shot from outside the box, but the Knights custodian Chris May was alert to the danger. Seconds later, and up the other end of the pitch, the home supporters appealed for a penalty when Josh Brekalo was brought down near the edge of the box. Replays showed it was a tight call, but probably the right one, with the offending player picking up a yellow card for his efforts. However, the subsequent free kick failed to test South's Roganovic in goals. Just shy of the half-hour mark, and a spectacular goalmouth scramble took place. May was called into action twice, first to deny Lujic, and the second when he was well placed to deny Hassan Costas, before smothering the ball to snuff out the danger. In what was a frenetic period in the game, the Knights had the ball in the back of the net seconds later, up the other end of the pitch, through Rodrigo Covarrubias. However, the linesman ruled out the goal with an offside call to the agony of the home faithful. But in the 34th minute, the deadlock was finally broken. A quality through ball from Brekalo set up Andrijašević, whose ice-cool finish was no match for Roganovic, giving the Knights a well-deserved lead with 10 minutes left in the first half. It was a finish of a confident striker, with that goal being Andrijaševic's fourth from his last 5 games. But straight from the restart, and Andrijašević almost turned from hero to villain when a tackle in the middle of the park drew red card appeals from the visitors' bench, but the referee awarded a yellow card despite the protestations. That was the last moment from the opening half, with Marth's men taking a well-earned lead into the half-time break. Into the second half, and the match was turned on its head a mere matter of minutes out from the interval when South drew level. After a clearance out from the box, a sublime volley from Hellas's Matthew Theodore finally beat Chris May, who was then quickly mobbed by his fellow teammates. That equaliser was soon followed by a substitution from Marth, with the head coach bringing on Chris Talajic for Josh Brekalo. But the away side was still looking dangerous, and from a quickly taken free kick, a cross to the back post was just put wide by Brad Norton. The match enjoyed a brief lull before the 70th minute mark, which was ended by a pivotal passage of play from the Knights. James McGarry's cross into the box wasn't dealt with, leaving Talajic to smash the ball home and retake the lead before darting off to the ecstatic home supporters. An all-important goal from the Knights and a masterstroke from Marth, with the substitute following South's equaliser proving to be effective. Despite trying efforts, neither side were able to create a chance up until the 4th minute of additional time, when a dangerous South Melbourne free kick was met by a strike that was deflected just wide. From the subsequent free kick, the game's biggest dose of controversy occurred when South Melbourne were awarded a last-minute penalty kick. It appeared to be for handball, with skipper Tomislav Uskok putting his arms up in a reflex move following a close-range header. But what followed would be long remembered in the recent history of the Melbourne Derby. It was the most euphoric end to a match this season, with the Knights finally getting a win over South Melbourne, a victory that meant even more for Marth's men, given they had taken the lead in all previous 3 losses this campaign. May's second last-minute save in as many weeks was pivotal, but it was more than what the home side deserved, having played good football against South for the majority of the game, giving plenty Knights supporters hope ahead of the end-of-season final series.
Well, Stubber, where do we begin with that one? An amazing game. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thought it thoroughly deserved, almost deja vu again, and to Chris's credit, pulled off another good save, and I thought we thoroughly deserved a 2-1 victory.
It might not make much difference on the table come the end of this season, but how much of a boost was it for you guys to finally get a derby? What does it mean to the club?
Oh, it means a lot. We played South Melbourne 4 times this year, and we lost 3, so we won 1, and I thought we thoroughly deserved to probably win a couple others, and unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we lost a game.
Tommy, huge game. We finally beat South this season. How do you begin to explain that? How do you begin to explain the emotion?
Everyone knows the rivalry, so I don't really need to say much in terms of that. But I mean, we're back at home, and, and there you go. The president's really happy. So yeah, we came back home. We know like how hard it's been against them this year. So to get the 3 points was huge.
Do you think you're peaking at the right time coming into finals?
It's a tough question. You've got three, I think, exceptional teams above us, and we're happy to be fourth or fifth, and come finals, and it's the same predicament every year. Anything's possible in finals.
Well, another last-minute penalty, another save. What are your thoughts on that situation?
I'm about 50 metres away from the decision, but in hindsight, I don't really care. Chris has made a good save. We've got 3 points, and we look forward to Green Gully on Saturday.
Anyway, but I guess, Chris, that save, another big save at the death. Is it boring now?
I don't know about that. No, it's one of them, innit? I've made the save. Lewis usually takes the penalties, so it was a bit obviously different having someone else take it, so it was more of a guess in terms of which side I went, but luckily got down low and kept it out, and then I think the ref blew the whistle just after that.
Obviously, a good result last week, which we could have won, and a win here that prevented them going top of the table. Two good sides, two good performances. Are you confident coming into the final series?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think regardless of these two results, we'd still be pretty confident prior to that anyway. We're playing well. Not too many sides have beaten us. We're scoring goals now, not conceding too many. So, yeah, we've got a good squad. So there's no reason not to be confident. We play good football. Stabler's got us working pretty well. So I think we're pretty confident against whoever we come up against at the moment.
Knights TV is brought to you by BMW Electrical, UG Mains, Data and Comms, and Security.